Hi everyone, how's it going? And welcome to a follow-up LANGERR at the Mic episode. I just want to create a follow-up video after the previous one that I posted because number one, I forgot to react to the Jamal Adams trade, and number two, we actually have an update that cornerback Maurice Canady will be sitting out the 2020 season, which means that the Cowboys could potentially use that roster spot at a different position, or that also could mean that one of either Chris Westry, Deontay Burton, or Savion Smith has a chance to maybe make it on the team as an eighth cornerback. So just wanted to address that, and also talk about quickly my reaction to the Jamal Adams trade. So just a quick recap: the New York Jets traded safety Jamal Adams and a 2022 fourth-round pick to the Jets for safety Bradley McDougald, a 2021 first-round pick, a 2021 third-round pick, and a 2022 first-round pick. So just quite simply, I'm very happy that the Cowboys did not do this deal. Would I have wanted Jamal Adams? Yes, but not at that price, because just at most a first, maybe a third-round pick would have been worth it. Even though Jamal Adams is a fantastic player, he's an all-pro, he's a difference maker at the safety position, and but just for the price that it would have cost the Cowboys to do this deal, definitely not worth it. Absolutely not. Just because now the Seahawks are going to have to turn around and sign him to a long-term deal, and possibly make him, or quite probably make him, the highest-paid safety in the NFL. Right now, I believe that's Eddie Jackson, who gets paid on average 14 to 15 mil a season. So if the Cowboys had done that, they would have had to give up a first-round pick in 2021, 2022, and a 2021 third-round pick and a starting caliber roster player, and then turn around and hand over a $14 million per year contract to Jamal Adams when they already have to deal with paying Dak Prescott more than what they could have paid him. So, in the end, very happy the Cowboys didn't do that, and what that means for the Jets. My cousin is actually a New York Jets fan, so I'll give my 2 cents on that. So, the Jets get a haul that is similar to what the Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders, got for Khalil Mack, 2 first-round picks and a third and a roster player. That's honestly really good for the New York Jets in their future. Even now, Bradley McDougald could help their secondary. Again, he's not obviously even close to the type of player that Jamal Adams is, but he could still help the New York Jets secondary for this year. And the Jets get an extra first-round pick in the next 2 years, which they can use to either move up or down in the draft, or even they could trade it if they so please for a roster player to help them if they are by some chance making a run this year. And I don't know if this year will be the year for the New York Jets, but if it happens to be, then they can use that first-round pick maybe to make a trade at the deadline, or at the very worst case, draft an extra first-round caliber player in the 2021 and 2022 drafts. So it's fantastic for the Jets. And as for the Seahawks, they get a long-term replacement for Earl Thomas, who you can argue that they missed a bit last year and the year before. So they get sort of a replacement for Earl Thomas, although Jamal Adams isn't is I'd say as good of a player as Earl Thomas, but at a different position slightly, because Jamal Adams is more of a box, as a jack of all trades, box safety who plays well on the run, or plays the run well, plays good in coverage, rushes the passer. He just reads the offense, and he just disrupts plays. That's all he does. Whereas Earl Thomas was more of a center field type of guy, still a very smart player and a very elite safety, but just more of a center field type of free safety. Whereas Jamal Adams is more of a jack of all trades safety. So the Seattle Seahawks get one of the best safeties in the NFL, and but at a really high cost. But given that the Seattle Seahawks honestly, year after year, don't care about what you think in terms of player rankings going to the draft. They don't care what your evaluation is. They have their own player evaluations, and that is quite often different compared to other teams and what the consensus is heading into the draft year after year. So, and if you look at their previous first round picks of Jordan Brooks this past year, Rashad Penny in 2018, and in 2019, just let me I have to look that up real quick. Need my glasses here. Spit the facts. But yeah, just point is, like, the Seattle Seahawks, again, they have their own evaluation of their players. And honestly, if you look at the Seattle Seahawks roster now and their Pro Bowlers that they've had, like, you look at Cam Chancellor, he was a 5th-round pick. You look at Doug Baldwin, undrafted. You look at Earl Thomas was a 1st-round pick, but Richard Sherman, 5th-round pick. Russell Wilson, 3rd-round pick. Sorry, just looking at the Seahawks. So they drafted in 2019, so I can get it right. Let's see. Yeah, L.J. Collier, defensive end. A bit of a reach at the time, I believe. But yeah, like I was saying, just the Seattle Seahawks with their draft picks anyways, they have their own evaluation, and they tend to find a lot of talent in the middle and later part of drafts. Also, Bobby Wagner, who they drafted in the 2nd round, back, I believe, in 2011 or 2012. So, again, the Seattle Seahawks, at the end of the day, I'm not saying they don't care about their first-round picks, but clearly, as history says, they can do without their first-round picks. So they get a fantastic player in return for their 2 firsts and their 3rd and Bradley McDougald. So, yeah, just want to post that quick follow-up episode of LANGERR at the Mic. And again, if you like my commentary, just hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and give me a follow on Twitter and Instagram. My handles are included in the description below. And that's it for this episode of LANGERR at the Mic. I look forward to seeing you at the next episode of LANGERR at the Mic, and have a good day. Take care.